Everybody, it's Shirley, and today I have a stitchy finish, a proper one. I've made myself isolating bat up into a cushion, so I'm quite happy with how it turned out, although as always, if it's me doing something, I generally stuff something up towards the end, so I'll show you that at the end of this. There are a few things that I've added to this cushion and a few things I took away. If you notice in this section where I did the rose, I added this lady. She's a stamp. This is, what stamp company is that? Kaiser Craft. Kaiser Craft. I'll put their name here somewhere. And I added a few little things in there. Up in here, I took out that, if you look at the older videos, I had like enclosed buttonhole stitch in a really bright yellow, and I sort of did that stitch a bit, sloppily, and the yellow didn't work, so I took that out and I added in a sheaf stitch, and it's a cotton pearl, but it's a sort of a variegated one. And up in here is a little bat charm. Along here I did a star stitch, and I left that corner pretty plain, so yeah, I didn't add anything to that one. In here is that bug or fly, kind of looks a bit how I feel at the moment. Anyway, what's this stitch? Creation stitch. Yep, that's creation stitch. It's only in a, what thread is that? DMC. Yeah, DMC, and it's just like all the 6 strands. And this is a variegated embroidery thread. I think it's DMC. It's sort of got a cream colour to it if you have a look towards the end there. And that's what stitch is that? It's a buttonhole. It's an enclosed buttonhole triple. You do the stitch and then you add that extra one. You've seen all this. This is all, let me get that thread out. Oh, I need to pull that thread in. This in here is like a glittery crochet cotton. I picked that up in a thrift store ages and ages ago. Just some sequins and just a few things. And this here, I sort of kept adding to it. So I added that dragonfly charm towards the end. There's some just shop bought roses there. So these are not the ones you make up yourself. So these are the shop bought roses. I've just got a little piece of sort of lace applique in there. Buttons in here. These are just from the cheap stores, so I wasn't too worried about those, but they look all right. Let's see. Up in here is chain stitch, and I just added this little anchor charm. There's a cross stitch S. This here is, what is that? Oh my god, cross buttonhole stitch, and just a bit of feather stitch along here. What's this one? God, this is, it's not Creation, it's not herringbone. I'll put the name in here somewhere. And I've got like tiny little bits of fly stitch up the top there. This is all in a cotton pearl. You see me do the spider web, and I added, this is like a glittery thread, and I added that same thread into the spider as well. Down here is just a ribbon stitch in leaf stitch. This is silk ribbon, and I've done it in leaf stitch. I was going to put some little black seed beads across this daisy, this flower sort of, what do you call that, edging, but I left it. So This here is DMC variegated. It's 3 strands and it's just a feather stitch, maidenhair feather stitch or alternating feather stitch, whichever. Up here I just left this as is. I've just got some buttons going on under here, some of those velvety leaves, so I left that pretty plain. That's just from, where is that from? One of the cheap stores here, like the Reject Shop or Choice, one of the two. This here is buttonhole stitch, enclosed buttonhole, and what's that one? Detached chain. Okay, now down in here there's a little bit of difference in here because I added this. It's just fly stitch, and it's, you know, comes out, starts out small and comes up big, and there's a French knot in there as well. So, and that's just a cotton pearl in a white and a cotton pearl in a black. This here is a variegated DMC thread, and I did 3 strands. I don't know where I got this embroidery pattern from. Be in my stash somewhere. I might have downloaded it offline somewhere. This is just a leaf stitch and silk ribbon, and this little button or piece come from this sort of, it was on a chain, you know, like a wide ribbon, and I just cut it all up to put those little pieces there. This here is a stamp Kaiser Craft again, but I cut this out because it had like a flowering frame around it, and I just made it like a little fan. The little button come from Reject Shop, Choice, oh my gosh, one of those cheap stores here in Australia. This is a ribbon, you know, from your tops where you're supposed to hang your car hangers or something. I just cut that out and did some French knots. Yep, there's just more of that feather stitch. Down in here is the same. Let me sit down so I can show what's happening in the bottom here. This is Crayola crayon, and I ironed it to, you know, set the Crayola crayon. It's crayon tinting, and I just embroidered in 3 strands of DMC black. So yeah, you don't have to do black. You can do, you know, say the rose, you could do a deeper red. The leaves, you could do a deeper green, different green, you know, so it doesn't have to be black, but I just like the look of the black. Mother of pearl button, and these are just attached with DMC stranded thread. Little charm from a group of little, it had, what did it have, a heart and something else, flower, again from the Reject Shop, you know, the cheap shops. Under here is a little button. It's just a vintage button. These flowers come from the Reject Shop as well, same with those velvet leaves. There's like a little gem in there, just attached with DMC thread. Up in here I've just got alternating chain stitch. I wasn't too fancy in there. Oh, yep. Over in here is I've stamped out the word dream, and I always use stays on ink because that won't run in a wash. And this is ladder stitch with some just beads. These beads I rescued from a top. I cut it off a top. Just some more buttons going on. Little anchor transfer, embroidery transfer. I think that come in that packet of transfers I got from the antique store. So yeah, this here is feather stitch again, but it's in a variegated pearl thread. It's usually these type of variegated threads are not used for tatting, so yeah, they're real fine. And there's a cotton pearl that's variegated, little thin ribbon, silk ribbon, French knots. Like if I ran out of the colour, I just picked it up and moved along. What's this stitch? I keep forgetting the name of this stitch. Herringbone stitch. And down here is a little velvet rose, part of that chain, you know, the flower chain button, alternating chain. And here is another bat charm. You see me do this letter S, the embroidery. I also, if you look at my community post, I put the whole embroidery transfer up there, so you can just save it for yourself. Down in here is alternating, no, not alternating, that's a feathered chain. Yeah, feathered chain. Up in here is a wheatear stitch and more feather stitch in here. And I realised I didn't finish this because I should have had more black in these stems. I've just done some silk ribbon embroidery in a leaf stitch and just added a little glittery bow. So yeah, that's what that looks like finished. And when I added this lady, this started to give me the it started to remind me of Dracula. Maybe because that Nosferatu thing is starting to be advertised, but yeah, it gave that whole Dracula meaner sort of vibe. But anyway, that's a self-isolating back cushion finished. But on the back, I found a piece of material, so it was going to be really good. But of course, being me, I stuff it up because I put it upside down. But this is what the back looks like. So yeah, it's just this bird in a basket with flowers, but it's upside down. If it annoys me enough, I'll take it, I'll unpick it all and put it in proper, but I don't think it matters. So, and one day I'll learn how to do a, you know, like a cushion where you can insert the cushion pad. But I just keep it simple for myself because I've got enough going on with my brain. So yeah, that is the self-isolating bat finished. And I'm quite pleased with how that turned out. I don't think I could have done anything more to it. And it was slow going. But you know, that's how I do things. I move pretty slow. But I'm happy with that. And I'm happy that I finished. The only thing I sort of realised I should have done is maybe down in these corners I should have signed in my name. But I can just add a label at the back. And that's a self-isolating bat cushion, and it's all finished. Okay, thank you for watching. Bye.